Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to another edition of TJ's Video Game Reviews. I decided to take a break from Nintendo and go back to Sega for this Disney classic, Pocahontas! Disney Pocahontas is a platform game developed by Funcom and published by Disney Interactive for the Sega Genesis console and came out in North America on March 1996. It is a close video game adaptation of the Disney movie, and you play as none other than Pocahontas herself, solving puzzles and earning animal spirits to make you stronger. Even though that wasn't her real name, nor was the Disney story anywhere close to her actual life. But who keeping track? Without further ado, this is Disney Pocahontas. You start off with a beautiful image of Pocahontas before coming to the title screen. After starting the game, you get an animated still of a native warning the tribe that danger is coming and that Pocahontas must face this danger herself, but to also rely on her animal friends to guide her. Then the game takes us to the first stage. The first thing I have to note about this game are the controls. They're stiff as all get out, and unresponsive. I keep pressing the button to climb and jump, but there's a delay and sometimes it doesn't work at all. One of the first things you learn is that you can switch between Pocahontas and her animal buddy Miko. Miko can help solve puzzles in the game, like pushing over boulders from high places that Pocahontas can't get to by herself. Helping animals give you their spirit. Early on in the game, you help a deer, which give you the ability to run faster and jump higher to make it to areas you couldn't have beforehand. Sea Creature allows you to swim on the water. Birds allow you to gradually come down from high spots without hurting yourself. So on and so forth. It's a pretty neat feature of the game and sets it apart from other platformers. Wait a minute. Saving animals? Playing as an Indian? I picked a terrible game to play for Thanksgiving. The game puzzles are cryptic as hell and hard to understand. The game gives you hints every now and again, but otherwise you're on your own. It's important to switch between Pocahontas and Miko, but after a while Miko got stuck and I couldn't for the life of me figure out what I was supposed to do to get him to catch up to Pocahontas. Once again, I'm stuck on the early stage with no idea on what to do or where to go. And no, I'm not going to read a guide. I shouldn't have to. I should be able to play the game and the game be self-explanatory enough for me to make sense of what to do. Not just shag me around by the collar and beat me up because I can't figure it out. The story, from what I can gather, follows the events of the movie. Although it's been decades since I sat down and watched the Pocahontas movie, so I can't remember anything about the film to really compare it to with the game, other than Pocahontas falling in love with some white dude and saving him from being killed. And of course, can you paint with all the colors of the wind? What's that even supposed to mean anyway? The graphics are beautiful, no complaints here. Much like Aladdin and Lion King, the game physical will take on the artwork of the original movie and blows almost everything else on the Sega Genesis out of the water. Pocahontas looks exactly as she did in the movie, from animation, still images to a character sprite. The music is also top-notch and gets me in the mood to play. Sometimes I almost enjoy myself. You can hear the tune from the movie on that impressive Sega sound chip and audio capability. Though I can't help but wonder what the game would have sounded like if it was on a Super Nintendo with their sound chip. But I digress. Sega does what Nintendo don't. Flaws? Oh boy, let me count the ways. Like I already said, the controls are stiff and unresponsive, adding a little spike of difficulty that shouldn't be there because the controls are so bad. The puzzles are old school, Tomb Raider levels of cryptic where you basically need a console or walkthrough to get anywhere. While I can sometimes even enjoy myself during the course of the game, it really suffers from those two main things. Overall, Pocahontas is a classic Disney movie despite what they did to the actual lady they based the movie off of, and the game can be fun at times. But it's not worth picking up because of a lousy control scheme and puzzles that are going to keep you in the same place for hours figuring out where the heck to go. Basically, graphics are 10 out of 10, music and sound are 10 out of 10, but controls are 3 out of 10, and the puzzles are 4 out of 10. I'm not really good at math, but I guess I'll give it a 6 out of 10 for graphics and music alone. Once again, that's it for TJ Reviews. Happy Thanksgiving, and join me next time when we dive into our first ever Christmas month. Until then, ta-ta for now.